Hey y'all, Dark Cowboy here, and this is gonna be my Pokemon Unite solo queue tier list ranking. So if you guys are solo queue players like me and all you do is solo queue, sadly I know sad life for us, but if you are, this will be a tier list for you guys, seeing which Pokemons are the best to use. And S is gonna be the game changer, meaning they just make your teammates play better around you, and you could do also big carries by getting kills and stuff. A would be possible carry, meaning you could do some big plays, getting kills and all this stuff, but not enough to get you to win, but you will get some wins here and there, more than 50% of course. And B will be you can help, you help your teammates, but it's not like you're gonna carry your team and make a huge difference. You're just being that helper, as like you're doing little things here and there that they can help out throughout the game, but not enough to give you a W guaranteed, right? S tier is guaranteed W most of the times. A, probably 60 to 70%. B will say 60%, right? But anyways, then you got C, you're just there, not much difference. You're just playing the game. You're just a guy in the lane doing the game and doing your thing, just hanging around. And then D, there's no chance you're gonna win these with these Pokemon. You could get lucky depending on your teammates, but yeah. Anyways, let me know in the comment below what you guys think, if you agree with this tier list or not. We're gonna try and go pretty fast with it. I could go crazy in that. The ones that will be on S tiers will be we do separate videos on them, why they're great for solo queue, so I'll have videos on that. And also note that this tier list is going to go based off crowd control. If you do not know what crowd control is, it means when you stun an enemy or make an enemy not be able to do anything with your ability, like Surf, Heavy Slam, Moonblast, Dazzling Gleam, right? All these abilities that are so clutch, and crowd control is so valuable in Pokemon Unite, because when you're making your enemy not be able to do anything, they're just stuck there, not be able to attack or run away, it guarantees a kill, makes your teammates play better around you, and it's just crowd control is key, guys. And any MOBA, I used to play Smite a lot, Paragon, sadly that game died, and just even in Overwatch, it's not like a legit MOBA like this, but it has those crowd control abilities. So starting off, Absol is honestly, he can help. He's probably B for sure, because he's great early game, mid game decent, but late game not much to do. You gotta wait for your teammates to engage, and in solo queue you know how that life is. Your teammates engaging is not always guaranteed, and it's just not the best, honestly. You could get some good kills, but late game that's where he falls off. Alolan Ninetales, real quick, as you see, I'm trying to do this video fast for y'all. Alolan Ninetales S tier, guys. First S tier off the bat, great Dazzling Gleam, Aurora Bill, great early game, mid game, late game, just perfect Pokemon. Could carry your team, good ult if you catch multiple enemies. What I like doing, I like ejecting to like a crowd of enemy where there's like 3 or 4 of them, then I use my ult and I get guaranteed hits on all of them, and then I do Aurora Bill, more attack speed plus with my ult dazzling. It's just, you go crazy, right? It's a great way to carry your teammates, and you make your teammates play better around you, because you got all this crowd control. And Aurora Bill also reduces the damage if your teammates are in it, right? So if they take less damage, so they're great Pokemon, guys. And Charizard, see, guys, I love Charizard. Even with the buff, you would think he would be better. Just very disappointing that he's not as good. Just honestly, you can't do much early game or mid game. Late game he's good, but your only purpose is your ult, and your ult is super good, but you can also get killed while you're mid-air, and that's why you better use Buddy Bear. But besides that, not a huge game changer. You're just there doing your thing, and that's about it. Cinderace B for sure. Yeah, I know a lot of you are like, what, Cinderace B? I'm out of here. But trust me, guys, he can help. He's just one of those Pokemon that he's a solo, like, you're getting your kill. It's like for you only, you could get 2 kills, but you're not helping your teammates around you with crowd control or nothing, and you could die if you're not with your teammates. It's like one of those things where you gotta hope your team is doing good, and then even if you're doing decent with Cinderace getting 2 kills and your team is still dying and they're all falling, then you're gonna die eventually, because you probably took damage, or they're gonna come after you, right? Because they know Cinderace is like you know, easy to kill, especially if you're playing the Masters. Because this is all about solo queue tier list. Once you hit Masters and you want to go up to the rankings, up to like make it to the thousands or 2,000, right? At least guaranteed 2,000. I was at 880, and then with these Pokemon that I use that are going to be in the S tier list, and even some of the A got me all the way to 1,300 points, which I'm already ranked 1,050 right now. So I've been going up in the rankings like crazy, and it's just solo queue life. You could check my games. I haven't played with nobody and do a queue. It's rare that you'll see at least 90% of my games are solo queue, right? Or 95 actually. It's a crazy amount. But yeah, Cinderace just decent, just not enough to make your teams play better. And it's all about making your teammates play better around you and also carrying, right? And Cinderace just doing the carrying part of getting kills, not help making teams play better. Cramorant also B. We got a lot of B's coming up, right? Weird. Good crowd control ability. He's better than Cinderace just because of the crowd control with Surf and Hurricane. The downside is that late game he's okay. His ult is more for zoning out enemies, but he could secure those 2 kills if they're low, if you do your ult in the right positioning, right? The only thing that says you could get killed while you're doing your ult. But the reason he's at B, he would be A, because it's all about mastering his Hurricane. You got to know where to place it. If you miss your Hurricane, you're kind of useless at that point. But if you get catch someone with Hurricane, then you do Surf. That's almost a guaranteed kill for your team. So it's all about Hurricane, in my opinion, and all about positioning with your ult, and that's pretty much hard to do with him if you're new to him or okay player and haven't mastered him yet. But if you can master him, he's great, and he could possibly be A and possibly carry. But besides that, not great. Basic attack sucks, you know, too slow. Crustle is gonna go and C, and he's better than Charizard, but he's just there. And the downside with Crustle is that I don't know, man. It's like he's good early, mid game, late game. That's where he falls off, and I think it's the fight is on that Zapdos area. His only purpose is doing Shell Smash and X Scissors, either pushing the enemy away or pushing them to your teammates, which is preferably better, especially in the late game fights, right? Pushing the enemy to your teammates so you could get the kills, and if you could catch 2 or 3 enemies with X Scissor, that's great. The problem is by the time you get behind the enemy, you're already taking a lot of damage, and then you're doing your X Scissors, you're getting damage too. You're already almost down to like 40% health left, so it's kind of like, damn, I took all the damage. His ult is okay too, it's not like a crazy, just gives you more health. And the problem is his basic attack is such a short range that you're here with T-Rex arms, so you can't let you do a lot of carries with your arms. So it's a disappointment and annoying sometimes, and I think that's why he's just there and he can't really make a game change compared to other supports. Eldegoss, our first possible carry, even with the nerf, guys. It's crazy. Eldegoss is still great. Her Bubble Shield is just so clutch. That's what I love about her. And even if you use Leaf Tornado, great to saving teammates. Pot and Puff to heal teammates or whatnot. So you can do double heals with Bubble Shields. And the Pot and Puff, her ult got nerfed, but still great. Good Pokemon. You could help your teammates a lot. You won't carry them fully, but it's enough where you can make a huge change in the game where your teammates, you just gotta hope you got good carry teammates, right, that they could get kills and stuff, because there's nothing worse when you're doing great as Eldegoss and your teammates still can't get kills. So it's like, what the heck, especially when the other team doesn't even have Eldegoss. And note, very quick note, guys, even with, I know Alolan Ninetales got nerfed with the snow warning, but that's not a big deal. It's just for the grass. It was OP, but it's a fair nerf, right? And Cinderace, his speed got nerfed, but just where it was glitched out where he walked faster, I believe. I didn't know that was a mess up, but that's pretty interesting. So those are 2 little things I wanted to note out quick. Alright, next up we got his Garchomp, guys, and he got buffed, which is pretty awesome. And not enough to make a huge change, but his movement speed got buffed, which is much needed. Dragon Rush got cooldown reduction, which is nice because that was an okay ability. I think Garchomp jungler is the best way, and it's always going to be the best way. Early game, mid game, Garchomp is not good. Even with his Bulldoze now getting buffed, it's still not enough to make him super valuable. It's just, he has to really trust turtle in lanes, because you got to farm in lanes and they could just steal your farm and damage you, and you're so slow. But now the movement speed is better, so that potty can make him a lot better. But overall your only purpose is to just to get Dreadnought and kill Zapdos yourself, because you know once you get your wind up with your base attack, you get your health back and great attack speed. But besides that, it's just he has struggled against Rangers, guys, and that's why he's at C right now, and you're just there. Next we got Gardevoir. Gardevoir is one of the Pokemon that got me out of the 800 mark with a Master, right? This super great Pokemon. I could go crazy and talk so much about her, but we'll save that for the video. Early game she's not great, but if you could use confusion and get some steals on farms, which is possible because I do that all the time, the key is hitting level 6 early, and once you hit level 6 you'll go crazy with Cell Shock, I think, or Side Shock. I don't know how you say it, sorry guys, English here. But once you hit level 6, that's where you start going crazy, and your Side Shock is just amazing. Securing Dreadnought, stealing Zapdos, getting multiple kills, hitting multiple targets, and then you got Moonblast, crowd control ability, just like Alolan Ninetales with her crowd control ability, dashing game, just perfect. And these two Pokemon are just so close. I think I'll pick Gardevoir over Alolan Ninetales, but super close, guys. You let me know in the comments what you guys think, who's the better one. Alright, next we got Gengar, guys, and Gengar, I wish he was better. He's one of my favorite Pokemon, but the nerf did hurt him a lot, and I feel like that he didn't get to be nerfed, but he was pretty OP, I understand. But I feel like he was counterable, right, with Eldegoss, Bubble Shield, and crowd control abilities, right? But the nerf did hurt him, and he's just not great. Early game sucks, mid game okay, and late game just not enough. You know, you're just a ganker, honestly, and for late game you don't need ganking. You need to do those team fights, and those team fights is what matters, and you gotta hope for your teammates to engage. And in solo queue life, hoping on your teammates a lot sucks, and sometimes when they see a Gengar, I don't know, they don't like helping you out. Just very disappointing, not much to say there. Greninja. Now Greninja had a buff slash nerf, but I feel like he got buffed with Water Circuit and getting buffed and lower cooldown, which is crazy. And now people are going to be spamming that like crazy. He can honestly be at S tier. The only reason I got Impossible Carry at A tier is because he is hard to master. He's one of those Pokemon that you got to know how to play, and if you can master him, guaranteed S tier for sure. He'll probably be the best one for A tier throughout this video, just so you guys know. But very great Pokemon. I recommend, if you guys know how to use him very well, you already know. So for solo queue, you guys should be doing very great with him. Alright, next we got Lucario, guys, and I know a lot of people are gonna be like, oh, why is he not S? And he's good, right? He's kind of like the same situation with Cinderace, but better, right? Because he's so strong with Power Punch. You could get kills and all that stuff. Just sometimes it's not enough to make your teammates play better around you. He'll probably be the lowest on this for possible carry, because he doesn't make your team better, guys. And it's all about making your teammates better in solo queue life. And doesn't matter if you get 2 kills, because if your teammates are still dying, you're not making a huge difference. And that's why I think he's a possible carry, not an S. And honestly, you could even go down to B, but we'll keep him there. Machamp. Now Machamp, actually, I think he goes above Eldegoss, not gonna lie. Machamp very clutch. I know a lot of people are hating now, probably because they're saying Lucario way better than Machamp. Yes, I agree. But that's in team play more, and obviously in a one-on-one fight, Lucario will win in this game. But Machamp makes your team play better around you, because you got submission, and your ult is way better and more valuable for solo queue life. If you could catch 2 or 3 enemies with your ult, those are guaranteed kills for your team, and it's just very clutch. And submission is just great, tracking down enemies that are trying to run away. And he's honestly great all game long. Early game you could say he struggled, but once you hit level 5, that's it, you're doing great again. So very great Pokemon in my opinion, and Machamp is super fun and one of my favorites actually. So very nice. And Mr. Mime. Now Mr. Mime is better than Crustle and Charizard. Honestly, he's better than Garchomp, so we gotta put that even with Garchomp buff. Mr. Mime, good Pokemon. You're just there. The reason I don't have him higher up is because it sucks that his basic attack has got to be so close range, which is weird because he has longer arms than Crustle, but he's got to be pretty close to hit enemies. But he could be pretty annoying and could kill a lot of enemies with his ult, and if you run into a good Mr. Mime, they could be pretty bad with their, I think, swip ability, swip or swap, whatever. I forgot what that ability is called, but they lower your defense stuff. They could do a lot of damage, but late game not enough to do a huge change, and you're just there. You can't do much, and you got to be close range to engage, and you got to hope your teammates engage with you. And as a support, it just sucks because sometimes solo queue they don't do that, right? So that's a tough life. Pikachu. Okay, Pikachu, great Pokemon, right behind Garchomp. Solo queue life, very fun, great throughout the whole game. Electro Ball and Thunderbolt, obviously the best combo. You could make an argument for Bolt Tackle, but Thunderbolt is so much better. You can stun multiple enemies in one Thunderbolt, and that's, like I said, making your teammates play better around you just because you're crowd control. And if you can stun 3 enemies and then your enemies stun them again after that with Surf or something, it just makes it so good. And Pikachu, very nice in my opinion, and great way to carry, and your ult too. So yeah guys, really fun Pokemon and strong, and he's really good. Not S tier enough because he's so squishy, but very strong Pokemon. Slowbro, my man Slowbro got nerfed. Why? We're gonna just put just there. The nerf hurt him. Surf not being able to stun as long, I think it's kind of messed up because Slowbro wasn't even that OP. Literally now he got nerfed because of that. His ult was great, of course. You secure kill on whoever you ult on for sure, if your teammates are with you, hopefully. Telekinesis, decent ability, not the best because you if they do a crowd control ability on you, you really drop them. So that's one of the reasons I rather run Amnesia, because you got more higher sustain. You can be in a fight longer and be that distraction so they can attack you instead of attacking your carries. And carry, what I mean is like your range damage dealers, of course, right? Or physical fighter damage dealers. But yeah, the nerf kind of hurt him. If not, he would be can't help, but that's about it, honestly. Alright, next we got Snorlax, guys, and Snorlax got a huge nerf on this patch, and it did hurt him a lot. Honestly, he would be S tier or even A tier if it wasn't for that, but he's still very good, better than Cinderace. Heavy slam nerfing damage sucks, but it's still great crowd control, right? And block is still available, it's just not as strong as before, and the stun doesn't last as long, which, I mean, come on, it was guaranteed. If you got 3 enemies in that little corner where the bushes were and that Zapdos fight, that was a guaranteed win. So very great Pokemon overall. Still very nice. Honestly, could still be A tier, but seeing that the heavy slam got nerfed, I feel like that's what killed him a little. But still great Pokemon. He could help you still get some W's. And I still love Snorlax, and he's still one of my favorites. Talonflame. Honestly, Talonflame better than Gengar right now, but still not enough. Just so squishy, and that Pikachu's really squishy. Good early game, mid game decent, late game just no purpose. I mean, you could get some kill, but you gotta hope on your teammates engaging. Kind of the same situation with Gengar, and it's not enough to help you get the dub, honestly. Venusaur, one of my favorites, and we gotta make it pretty diverse, guys. You could have an argument he could be C, honestly. In my opinion, I should put him C, but just to not get it overfilled, yes, we'll keep him at D for now, because it's hard to win with Venusaur. If you run into some good speedsters, they'll know to just engage a Venusaur in the back line, because he can't escape, and he has no crowd control ability. So you're not gonna do nothing to escape, and you're just guaranteed dead. If you run into a Zaraora, even Gengar, Talonflame, they're just gonna kill you. If you run into a Cinderace, they'll kill you. You know, annoying because they just got the better abilities. Even a Machamp will wreck you. Lucario, just late game Venusaur has struggles. I think he needs another buff, even though he had a buff last patch. Maybe buff Giga Drain and make it give you more health, right, and do a little more damage. That'll be the best bet, and then the best combo would be Giga Drain and Solar Beam, right? But we'll see. Wigglytuff, very nice Pokemon. Could be better than Snorlax now, but we're gonna keep her behind. Wigglytuff, very nice. Her sleep is good. The only thing that sucks with her is, even with the huge buff they gave her, late game she just takes a lot of damage, and seeing that you gotta see and run into the enemy, you're taking a lot of damage at that point. You're probably already at half health, and you gotta hope you got most of the enemies to sleep. Because if you didn't, then you just gotta run back and hopefully you don't die. But overall, decent Pokemon, great support. I love playing with a Wigglytuff if I'm Gardevoir though. That's the best duo in my opinion. If you do Sting, you get some Pokemon to sleep. Then you do Psyshock, guaranteed hits. Oh man, great combo. If you had a friend, do that combo, guys. I wish I did. But anyways, good Pokemon can support and can help you out. And last but not least, Zaraora, guys. And he's the only speedster that could go crazy late game, decent early game, great mid game, and great late game still. Even though he is squishy, but he could start the engagement, which is the other speedster cannot do that because he'll die. And the reason he could do that is because you could do your ult with Zaraora, and if you have Buddy Barrier, which I hope you have, you could get your shield up and just you'll guarantee to kill whoever you target, at least as long as they're a carry. Like if you target Greninja or Cinderace or whatever, you'll get the kill with your ult because you just ult them, and especially if they're already kind of low health. If your teammate started the engagement, it just works out great. And then you can get 2 other Pokemon if they're within the radius with Discharge and Sparks. It's just great, guys. I could talk way more about it, but that's honestly, Zaraora is great in late game. You get a lot of killing. It's a game changer because you get 3 kills, right? Kind of like Greninja. If you do your over Greninja, you get almost kill the whole team. But like I said, it's hard to master, so that's why it's at A. If not, Greninja will be up here, guys. But anyway, guys, that's the tier list. Let me know in the comment below what you guys think. Do you guys agree with the guys on S tier? Have you used these Pokemon enough to give a good opinion on them, to see what you guys think about them? And do you guys disagree with the other Pokemon that I put at B, A, C, and D? Do you think they deserve to be higher or lower, right? I would love to know your opinion. It's fun having conversations like these, especially with tier lists. I like these type of videos. I will be doing an updated video with Blissey probably in 2 weeks once we get to play her more. I do have her, but gotta play with her longer. In my opinion, I think she might be A tier and she might be the new Snorlax. Just because the support status ways and being that game changer and healing just like Eldegoss, right? But we'll see, right? It all depends. So maybe A or B. I feel like Blissey right now, but I gotta play with her more. But let me know, guys, what you guys think in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list video. I will be doing separate video for the S tier Pokemon that are up here in the upcoming days, so stay tuned for that, and I'll give you my honest opinion why they're great for solo queue. But if you guys are solo queuers, you should add me up, Dark Cowboy Lee. That's my Twitch name, in game is Dark Cowboy Lee with 1 E, because you can't do a certain name. But anyways, I'll catch you on the next one, and make sure you check out the Discord link below. You can catch me in there talking to some of the people that have been playing Pokemon Unite. Hopefully you're ranked master so we can play together, or catch me on my Twitch, guys. But have a good one, y'all.